bathrobe like every fucking day, I thought, you know? I wore a bathrobe, but I was smooth about it. It was a trench coat. And then I had literally, I would wake up in the morning, I wore sweatpants and a t-shirt, much like the way I'm dressed right now. And I would roll out of bed, and I would put on my trench coat, and that was it. And then, you know.
You're just like a fucking flasher. Like fucking...
Yeah, and you remember that trench coat I wore, right? It was like on the ground.
Was it one of those Columbine?
I looked like the emperor.
Yeah, it's pre-Columbine, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that. You're going to date everybody on this couch. We were in high school pre-Columbine.
I don't want to
No,
date,
we were in high
date you.
school. I remember Columbine. What happened in high school? You know?
Did it? What year was that?
I don't remember the year, but I remember.
Yeah, it happened.
Okay,
like
I remember because do you remember
a
couple of my friends had encounters.
It had to have been because it was
with
very
the
like.
police. We got called in.
Yeah, it was. It was
like,
about the same time.
You know, what are you guys doing?
Why are you wearing trench coats?
Yeah, you're
and it's 110 degrees outside.
Yeah, they started investigating people.
No,
yeah.
No, we live in a town where the temperature varies between 68 and 74 all year.
Really?
Yeah. You can't tell if it's June or December.
Really?
1999.
Yeah, you really can't.
Tuesday, April 20th, 1999.
Oh shit.
I graduated in 99.
So did I.
I graduated in it was a year.
It was a year. It was
It was a year. I did graduate, right?
Time just keeps slipping into the future.
It does.
Time.
15-year-old boy.
All right, I don't want to dwell on that, but I'm saying that the ritualization of mating, it's been totally formalized in our society, and we ignore it. And then here's the thing, like now that, see, for me, I was thinking, I found this girl that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I met her in math club.
That's happened to me twice.
In math club, you met a girl.
My freshman year of high school, I was like, I'm going to marry this girl. Because I was like she was a senior.
Yeah.
And I was like, so little experience in like.
Well, I ended up staying with this girl for like 7 years.
She was a.
It lasted for a long time.
Doctor's daughter.
It lasted all the way through my military career, you know, all the way till I was, working on that TV show.
Is this the move to Colorado?
Yeah. And I mean. And then when that is over, then you're free of the assumption that you're going to be with somebody for the rest of your life, but you're also alone without any formalized method of meeting. Like you said, you went on speed dating, but outside of speed dating, eHarmony, or the...
That's the other thing, man. It's just these internet dating websites. They now have, they all have some sort of psychological test
component.
Yeah, and they just match you up with somebody who's...
It's kind of creepy, right?
It is.
You're like, I'm a computer program.
Well, no, it was like...
00110, they can compute my likelihood to like other 00110s.
And I'm thinking, because I've been taking this physics class, and I met a couple girls at college.
Is that what you said?
Physics, yeah. Slurred because I'm drunk.
Physics.
And I met a couple girls, and at the college, and it's like, so far, most of the girls I meet, I can instantly tell, like, I don't want to live with this girl. I'm not gonna
Yeah, you jump to that, that level, like, okay, 20 years from now.
I mean, I have.
I'm gonna
this
get really
standard.
irritated by it.
Yeah, exactly. I met a girl that I thought, oh man, I can live with this girl forever.
Yeah.
But now there's no formalized way of like meeting people. So, you have to go out there, you have to try, and then, but the pool is smaller because there is because the formalization is gone. The pool is smaller because you have to meet these people. Like you have to meet them in a coffee shop, meet them at a nightclub, meet them at somewhere. You have to just like sort of randomly happenstance kind of meet somebody. It's not the prom. It's not, you don't go to school every day. You're not forced into a situation where
you see that person over and over and over.
Yeah, you can't you don't have a giant dating pool to. So it's kind of weird. It's once you're past 24, which I'm not, clearly.
You got a couple years.
See my hairline. I'm gonna say I'm 21.
At the minimum.
At the
21.
You're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
one of those like Arabian guys that like when they were like 16 they just started growing the hair.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have ever kids in
what's
high
the-
school that were like all just.
Oh yeah.
And there's a kid that was bald.
Yeah.
Radio edit. Radio
No.
edit. Radio edit.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
I shouldn't say name. Yeah. I was gonna say he wasn't bald. He was a
He's a
runner.
really cool guy, really nice
He
guy.
just shaved his head.
I think that I could be
More
lying.
straight.
I don't know that guy.
I'm an idiot.
I don't know who he's talking about.
Anyways,
So let's talk more about acting.
All right, what do you want to know?
I want to know, when are you going to be rich and famous and I can ride your coattails?
Very shortly. You know that we're getting really close to being done with that movie, True Stories I Made Up.
Yeah. This is the movie that you're writing, directing, producing, and
Acting, gaffing,
DPing.
yes, DPing, editing,
editing.
script supervising.
script supervising.
But you're not
dialogue
doing the
coaching.
catering. That's all Wolfgang
Prop
Puck.
mastering.
But you're gonna
I
supervise
was
the menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't be making the food, but he will
Oh.
overview the
Every
menu.
ingredient.
Yes.
It's gonna flip through each leaf of spinach individually.
I might have my
Yours-
assistant do that.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
a little too much.
Are
to-
you your own
Yeah, I
assistant? Is that a?
Yeah.
I am my own grandpa.
So on that subject, we should
Yeah.
talk about your new cloning technology.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And 23andMe.
Yeah, really quickly, it's a program. It's a website that you go to. You register. Usually, it's about $400. Around Christmas time, it was $100. I bought one for me and my brother, and I sent it off. And probably in another week's time, I'll find out. You know what biomarker DNA motherfuckers will tell me what I'm dying from, and my ancestry and some other shit. And then maybe I'll.
So can you like?
And that's it. That's how we get paid on this channel.
Wow. Whoa. Do you think at some point they'll be able to
Yes.
with
At
like
some point.
Ancestry.com? You know, like cross-reference.
Cross-reference your genealogy.
I think you kind of can.
That's
if you
amazing.
you can. You actually can
Yeah.
find family members if they make their shit public. You know.
through the DNA. You
Yeah.
find
Through-
yeah.
okay.
So that's
Like
so
you
great
have this
because
percentage of
you're
being-
gonna
but it's only
going to
be like a percentage. You have like with Oprah's sister-in-law or whatever, or what
Her
is it?
sister.
Her
Half-sister.
half-sister. Like the DNA test said she was 83% matched to her whatever. So it didn't say your family. It just said 83% chance, which is like good as.
Well, that's
Yeah,
better
well,
than siblings, right?
Well, I mean, it's like when
You're only 50% of your sibling's DNA, right? I mean, Richard Dawkins. I fucking read The Selfish Gene. Goddammit.
Why would you only be 50% of your sibling? You're getting the DNA sources are identical.
The probability, the sort of
It would have
X bar
You're half-
probability.
I think it would be
You know,
more.
You're half of
though-
your parents, but you gotta be.
I
You gotta
think-
be a higher percentage, I think, of your siblings.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, if
no, because your siblings and you have the same probability of your parents' genes, but you don't have the same probability of the same genes.
You have to have the same genes, not expressed necessarily, but in you at least. I don't know how that affects things. You're deriving from the same pool.
I've never taken a biology.
I guess you get like you
yeah,
get.
well, see, it's like when you have a paternity test done. I'm not saying that I've ever had one.
Twice.
I've never had one twice.
So the probability that you are that child's father is like 99.9%. Not 100.
On TV.
No, in real life, 99.99% or some shit like that.
Were you 99.9%? Is that what?
Theoretically,
No.
hypotheoreticalistically.
Are you ever worried that there's going to be a kid that comes?
Never.
Really? Never.
Never worried about it.
I
Not
know.
once.
Really? Never?
Never.
What about a Japanese baby? Any Japanese babies?
I'm worried. I am worried.
I think it would be cool. though.
Time in the Navy. Japanese baby. There's a rhyme in a
I have
song.
a cool
Waiting to happen.
little nephew. He just started playing ice hockey.
Yeah.
That's what
Ice
makes him
hockey.
cool.
How old is
He was just my nephew, piece of shit, and then he picked
Well,
up
then
the
once he
hockey
picked it up,
stick,
I was like,
And
okay.
he was like, yeah.
and I was like,
Okay, I see
God
where
damn
this
it,
is
that's
going.
my boy. That's my boy.
That's my genes. I accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense now. Didn't before. But It
Now,
took some time. You needed to maturate.
can I snag
Are
that
you
blanket?
cold?
Blanket? What are you
God,
fucking? What are you hypoglycemic? What's the? I don't know.
Are you part Eskimo?
No, that would be no. He's tropical.
Oh, sorry, you're part
You're part tropical.
Hawaiian.
Are you Samoan?
Caribbean. You're Jamaican.
You're
aren't you?
Irish. You're Irish Samoan, right?
Yeah, Irish Samoan.
That
That explains the weight. Shut up.
That explains your massive.
Oh shit, that was funny.
So what else do you
What
want
were
to
we talking
promote?
about?
We're talking about you. Matt Sanderson is our guest tonight.
Our
No,
ge-
we were talking about something else. Anyway, yeah, what's up?
Aubrey.
So yeah.
We were talking about something else, but you know, since
We have-
I'm so great.
I don't want to be.
Since I'm sitting here.
I don't want to be a buzzkill. We have 4 minutes on this
Yeah, it was
tape.
a pleasure to talk to you, Mr. Sanderson.
4 minutes, though. I mean, do you want to plug anything? You want to? That's
Oh,
what people do on
yeah.
these things. They plug stuff.
True stories are
I'm
made
gonna
up.
True
be-
stories I made up. What is
Quarantine 3.
Maybe.
You and me in Quarantine 3 for
Yes.
When
Yes,
does,
I am.
When does that plop?
Howard
Howard.
is the role, right?
Howard the
Yeah.
Duck? What?
I love that movie.
That movie sucks so much. God.
Are you kidding? Awesome.
That's the worst movie ever made.
That's
Shut
the.
up.
Yeah, that's.
You might have some
You-
like.
you don't get-
I've watched it recently. Have you watched it recently?
I watched it when I was a kid. I'm never gonna watch it again.
Don't.
I watched
Yeah.
it twice
I
when
don't-
I was a kid.
It's a terrible movie.
First of all,
It's a terrible movie.
fuck you. Second of all, George Lucas is responsible
Is
for.
Elizabeth Shue in that movie?
Is it Elizabeth
kind of a-
Shue? I don't think it's her.
No, you're right. Who's in that movie?
Oh no, it's the girl from fucking Back to the Future.
You know what I do in those situations?
What?
I don't worry.
So hot.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay, because
You'll-
they changed. Like in the second one, they went to Elizabeth Shue.
Okay, Jennifer's here. We're gonna take the new truck for a spin.
Well, bring her along. This concerns her too.
Welcome home, Jennifer.
Get out of town. Look.
I think wasn't she in
No.
the second and the third one?
No.
I have a crush on her still.
Would you?
Do you remember? Beep beep. Didn't she?
Should not say names.
Yeah. Okay. Shouldn't bleep that out.
Bleep that
You
out.
remember? Beep beep.
Yeah.
She was.
just spelled that
Didn't
wrong.
she look like Elizabeth Shue?
Well, okay, changing subjects. No, but she was recently. I was gonna go to Doug Loves Movies, the podcast, whatever thing, and I missed it. But the one that I was gonna go to ended up being the one like Elizabeth Shue was on. She like
Yeah.
makes out with one of her co-stars from Piranha 3D. It's like, it's kind of.
Piranha
She's
3D.
older now. But she's probably got.
She's in Piranha.
She's
That's-
probably got a wife and kids, but
Damn.
I still have a crush on her.
That's,
Claudia Wells. This is Back to the Future.
Was it Elizabeth Shue who did the second one?
I believe so.
anything else? Quarantine 3. True stories are made up. I want you to
Exiled
plug
on Main
all
Street.
of my movies. Yeah, Exiled on
Avatar.
Main Street. Avatar.
That's ABB. You know, Avatar, whatever. Ours is. What's it mean? Oh, it's Slaughterhouse.
It means Slaughterhouse.
It
in
means
French.
Slaughterhouse in French.
Yeah, she's so hot.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, she's so hot.
It's Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
That's
so
not
hot.
her. Elizabeth Shue. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Elizabeth Shue did Adventures in Babysitting.
What else?
Did I say Exile on Main Street? Vampire Shark.
Vampire Shark.
Fuck yeah.
These
Okay,
are,
there's,
but these
there's
are all
the animated
pre-production,
movie
right?
we can't talk about.
Yeah, we can't talk. Shh.
Might be a voice in that, the American version.
Nice.
And then there's
Excited.
the. You want to play Clyde, but that's probably not going to happen.
I'm gonna be on this podcast.
Well, you
I
know,
want to promote something that.
Can we
I can
promote-
be a pretty persuasive guy, especially when I'm showing off, you know, the guns.
Yeah. Good luck. So yeah, let's promote the podcast then, huh?
Yeah.
Watch this podcast.
What
on
is
this
the name of the
podcast.
podcast?
We don't know right now.
Pants optional.
Pants Optional. All right. Well,
I don't know.
watch Pants Optional. I kind of like that name actually.
It's pretty good, huh?
It's kind of catchy.
Science came up with it. Pants optional.
Who is science?
Your science.
Oh, then it's good.
Then it's good, yeah. It works.
Then it works.
Science saw that it was good. Ooh.
Ooh. Let there be jizz.
This thing is so. You guys are gonna get shot.
We're gonna keep. I'm not too worried.
Hey, I'm religious.
I'm not gonna go back
I
on
believe
that.
in God. I'm strong on my faith.
I work with nothing but
We
Southern
hope
American.
you did not hate the show too much, these bitches.